Hey Aquarius, welcome to your June 2025 reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see what messages are here for you this June 2025. Thank you for tuning in here today. Let's see. Okay, Beacon of Light. The reason I said ooh is because I've seen this come up in a few of the signs. The last two signs I did. So I believe Sagittarius and Aries. So if you have placements in Sagittarius or Aries, you might want to check out those readings as well. Beacon of Light. Create a container for your energy so you remain in your own frequency. Stay in your strong sense of self. So this can come up when our surroundings are in flow, in motion, maybe unpredictable in a sense. You showing up in this container of light, of your essence, of your calmness, your coolness, your XYZ, you fill in the blanks. This makes you unshakable. This makes you practically unstoppable for the month of June. Showing up in your own energy despite what's happening around you. Let's get some more messages. Crossroads, my goodness. Okay. The path. The path is appearing before you. Perhaps there's a little bit of a curveball or an unexpected turn. Now, sometimes we say unexpected turn for the worst, but it's for the better here. An unexpected turn for the better is what I'm getting. We have the number 33, the path. Despite your doubt, your path is clear. So I'm finding June to be a month where we are really called to look at our doubts, look at our fears, look at anything that we are hesitant about, that we feel is preventing us from moving forward or from following our truest and highest path. For some reason, this is coming up here in June, and it's coming up in a major way for, I would say, all of us, all of the signs, despite your sign, okay? What fears are coming up? What doubts? What resistance as well? Resistance is a big word here for June. And it must be perfect timing. It must be perfect timing because there's some major planetary shifts that are going to set a new course, a new cycle for many of us. But if we don't do the work of looking something straight on, conversing with it potentially, intentionally letting it go, then we may be bringing old baggage on this new cycle. And that's not the way anymore. That's not the way anymore. There's a new way here. All right, you have soul remembrance. Clips of your lives once lived seep through your subconscious. Acknowledge these memories and that you choose to enter this dimension of experience for deep healing. Okay, so there could be deep healing or soul remembrance. Soul, like really finding the true essence here of your soul. Mind, heart, and will at the bottom of the deck. Allow yourself to exist through all your dimensional layers. Think freely, feel deeply, and live fully. I'm going to take this one as well. This is the mind, heart, and sort of soul in alignment. Mind, heart, and action perhaps as well. Aquarius, let me connect. Nine of Cups. Beacon of light, holding your truth, holding your container of truth, container of authenticity, container of whatever it is you're trying to manifest or create in your life. Okay, this goes to the message of remaining in your frequency. Nine of Cups is remaining firm, standing firm in your frequency, in what you want to create in your life here. All right, there's sort of this veil or this curtain or this, it looks like a container, okay? And I feel like you are invited, or you are sort of encouraged this month to create this container, to create this vision and hold true to it until it comes true for you. Page of Cups. Yes, the odder, the weirder, the more bold, brave it is, the truer it is for you, Aquarius. Don't fear. Whatever doubts come up, your doubts are a lead. Your doubts are a lead into where you're meant to take your life. If there's a greater fear there, if there's a greater resistance in the sense of like a fear or something in the way, that is a clue for your next steps. That's coming through for you. You have the World card. So some of you fear something big, grand, the world stage, perhaps, an audience, perhaps, some sort of achievement or milestone that's important to you, okay? It could be big, it could be small, but at the end of the day, it's important to you. It's here for you to achieve in this lifetime. We're going to get into soul remembrance here. It's here for you to achieve in this lifetime. You have the World card. It's possible. It's attainable. You may have to rethink something or get a new perspective on something. If you're a creative, what a beautiful time to put some boundaries around that creativity. No matter how counterintuitive that sounds. Putting some boundaries, a container, a vessel, a temple around a craft, a creativity, an art, so that you hold yourself accountable to show up to it. Soul remembrance, let's see. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so some major turning of events, clearly. Wheel of Fortune is also divine timing. It's synchronicities. It's things that show up on your path that unlock something in you, that brings something out of you, that makes it come online again, or maybe online in general. Okay, there's an activation here, soul remembrance. Also, energy starting to move forward. Energy starting to flow again. You may start to see results. You may start to get the answers you need. The callbacks, the information, the insight. Oh, wow. Last card here. You are the way. Mind, heart, and will. You are the way. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous for Aquarius. It's funny when we really allow ourselves to get to know ourselves on a mind, soul, heart level, and allow these areas of ourselves to work in unison. We see that we are the way. Okay, you are the way. Allow these parts of you to come together. Six of Cups, soul remembrance. I love it. You are the way. What does that bring up in you? What does that bring up intuitively? All right, you have emotional release. Emotional release. Number 8. Our emotions are powerful energy forces that affect how we experience everything in our lives. We don't just experience emotions with our minds, but with the whole of our body also. The physical body is the processing plant for all of our feelings and emotions. It is quite likely that ever since you were a child, you were taught to suppress certain emotions. Boys are often told not to cry or display any feelings of sadness or softness, while girls are often criticized for displays of anger, yet accepted more readily if they cry. These are simple examples from childhood, but we suppress so many of our feeling responses throughout the course of our lives. Suppressed emotions can have a detrimental effect upon the body and your physical and emotional health. Ever noticed that lump in your throat after fighting back the urge to cry, or the tension in your shoulders after keeping feelings of anger to yourself? Imagine the impact that a lifetime of behaving yourself can have on your overall well-being. This card is encouraging you to find safe and healthy ways to release your pent-up emotions, because relying on occasional outbursts to relieve the tension is not enough for most people. Your body and mind need the healing process of an emotional cleansing. Years of learned behavior have taught most of us to judge our emotions and label many of them as bad. Yet having a good cry for no particular reason can be cathartic. Like a thunderstorm releasing all its power, the energy flows out, creating a fresh, clean space where sunshine and rainbows can appear. Pounding a pillow with your fists, or driving to a remote location and screaming until you are hoarse may seem juvenile to someone, but if you have been holding in feelings of immense frustration, your body will thank you for it. When you have finished your emotional release, give yourself a hug or a big pat on the back. And thank your beautiful body for storing that energy for you until you found a good time to let it out. The effort of suppressing your emotions over long periods of time uses up a great deal of your energy, creating struggle and conflict inside. A conscious and deliberate release of suppressed emotions will give you more energy for other things and help you feel more balanced, clear-headed, and alive. Okay. There's a lot there. There's a lot to work with in terms of emotions, pent-up energy. There is a tie into this soul remembrance, and it's like Spirit didn't want to just gloss over this subject here. Let me see if there's more on this. We have 27. Okay, there's a little bit more to this card. It says each soul memory contains a very specific bit of information that is necessary for you to learn from. Each lesson learned activates a new step on your soul's ascension process. What other messages for Aquarius? You have passion and pleasure coming through. So it's not just healing work this month. There's also this side that invites you to play more, to release. You may release through passion and pleasure, through creative pursuits, through finding and connecting with color, with life itself. Okay. Let's see how this is showing up. Passion and pleasure here. Find joy in the moment. No matter what is occurring in your life, if you simply focus on what is splendid, wonderful, and pleasurable in the moment, everything improves. Live deliciously, love often, and live fully. Cherish your friendships. Fill your life with the people, experiences, and places that give you delight and joy. Let go of those people and things that don't appreciate or empower you. Give yourself permission to be happy. The sacred traveler wants you to know when the traveler meets a band of gypsies, the traveler stops to dance into the early morning hours. Sometimes we get so caught up with wondering what's around the next bend and worrying about our current challenges that we forget to focus on what's great in the moment. You're not meant to simply work hard and be diligent and practical. Embrace pleasure wherever you can. Allow your senses to be satiated. Find and explore the beauty around you. You don't need to suffer to grow. You can grow spiritually by leaps and bounds through joy. Dance, eat well, and drink well. Share joy wherever you can. So aside from that message, this card has also come up for many of the signs, and I have cleansed and cleared my decks before and after each reading. So this means that this is a major theme for the collective when there's so many repeat cards coming through. What I'm getting with passion and pleasure on top of what the guidebook says is what's coming through is that there's work, there's the way we earn money or an income or stability. And then there's this thing here that we're naturally inclined to and drawn to. And there is no pressure to turn something that we are naturally good at or inclined to or find resonance with into a way to generate income. Now, there's nothing wrong if you want to generate income out of it, but I feel like there's a strong message to share here because sometimes our immediate response is, how do I make money from this? And then it starts to complicate it and it starts to dilute the message, dilute the art, dilute the pure passion and the authenticity of something. Okay. When we immediately think of how do I earn money from this? So someone needs to hear that you're allowed to follow something right now without putting that pressure of earning money. Someone needs to give themselves permission to explore, permission to create, and not saying that it won't turn into anything lucrative. But someone needs to hear that you are allowed to tap into joys and pleasures and passions without needing it to be work. Okay, I'll leave it there for now. That's for someone. All right, we got more. We have Crackshot. Interesting name. This talks about your competence. Okay, your precision, how you're skilled at something here. Why is this coming through as the first card out? There's a name here, Miss Annie Oakley. So maybe you know her story, or there's some inspiration to be found in her story, some wisdom. Let's see. Why is this coming through for Aquarius? Ooh, all right. Let's see. We have hot air balloon and crack shot. Okay, this is pretty interesting and also intense. I'm also getting like, now's your time to shoot your shot. Now's your time to act. Now's your time to explore, to do something you've always wanted to do. Hot air balloon is an uplifting energy, talks about freedom, expansion, going with the flow, rising above a problem, perhaps. Maybe gaining a new perspective or seeing a new perspective. It's also about flow and movement. Elevating yourself, maybe elevating your life. Okay, making some important changes that will change your life, that will elevate it. We have spilt milk and empty nest coming through. So what I'm getting off the bat is no sense in worrying about spilt milk, no sense in worrying about things in life that didn't work out, the failures, the accidents, not sweating the small stuff. In fact, there's nothing to be gained in dwelling on the little mistakes or sweating the small stuff or things that cannot be changed. There is nothing there. So there is encouragement here from Spirit to allow yourself the freedom to move forward, the freedom to keep on moving, keep on flowing, keep on going, not staying stuck. Okay, you have baby cardinal, new beginnings, new starts, not allowing yourself to stay stuck in a previous cycle or a previous version of yourself or something you've outgrown, right? It's time to expand your wings, fly, venture out there, give yourself certain freedoms this month. There could be rapid growth, a fresh start here. Come at it with innocence, with purity is what I'm getting. Definitely a new cycle here. I feel like this is a great new cycle. Like we're looking at many years ahead, minimum 10. For some, this is like a 21-year cycle here. Something will also require your care. It will require your attention. It will require your love, your devotion to it, especially if you're trying to grow something, especially if you're incubating here on a manifestation. This thing requires your love, your devotion, your energy, your care, your time, just like a child. You may be required to baby something, to mother it, to parent it, to father it. And don't give up on it. Don't give up on it. There's stages to growth. There's stages to your growth. Sometimes we have to parent ourselves, reparent ourselves, remother, refather ourselves, and be patient with ourselves, just like we would with a baby in all of its developments through its lifetime. You want to give yourself the same grace, okay? The same tools, that's what the tools card is. The same kind of grace. Also, someone needs to know they have everything it takes. You have everything it takes to get something started. You don't need anything else right now. Okay, and now we have like more than 5 or more cards is just too much. So I'm going to keep it clear, concise. Let's shift to your spirit animal message. I'm getting, you got what you needed here. Someone got what they needed. Let's bring this home with the spirit animal message for the sign of Aquarius. We have swan, grace, confidence. Number 13. I am showing up in all my glory, for my time has come. In folklore and mythology, swans are often associated with grace, confidence, purity, and beauty. Their serene presence and smooth, graceful movements can teach us to move through life with elegance, even in the face of challenges. Swans encourage us to embody grace in all aspects of our lives, allowing our actions to flow with ease and beauty. Swans also symbolize confidence and self-assurance. Through their calming posture, they point to the importance of standing tall and proud in one's own truth. They remind us to embrace our unique qualities and talents and to have confidence in who we are and what we have to offer the world. With their pristine white feathers and graceful form, they inspire us to recognize and celebrate the beauty within ourselves and others. They encourage us to see the world through eyes of wonder and appreciation, finding beauty in the simplest of moments. Affirmations. I move through life with grace and ease. I am confident in my abilities, and I radiate calmness in my interactions with others. I am worthy of love and admiration, embracing my grace and confidence with open arms. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here. I hope you got something out of this reading. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you want to book a personal reading, you can book me on my website, theflourishingmystic.com. The link is in the description box below. Have a beautiful month ahead. Until next time.